Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I am AmalgamAsh, and this is Cyber Streets, one of two projects that I'm going to be showcasing today that were made by JamaicanDave. Don't interrupt me. JamaicanDave in rpginabox. Now, I've seen screenshots, and these are beautiful, so it's time to experience them in their full 3D glory. And it looks like we might have a little bit of a lore to go along with them. Fascinating. Skinny Pins said he'd stashed the goods somewhere in the area in a blue sports bag. The street looks a little run down, so probably best to grab the stuff and leave as quick as possible. Oh, that's nice. Can I... Oh, man. I want to see these from other angles, too, but... that's it. Oh, here we go, here we go. Oh, yeah. We have a gentleman soliciting a very nice lady. I love those. I love those assets. Can I actually talk to them? Yes. Hey man, we're in the middle of a serious discussion here. Serious discussion. Everyone knows the Lightning Stripes are the top speedball team around. They have the speed and agility. What good speed if half your team are on the floor? The Steel Bulls have the most player KOs this season. Their power and ferocity. Hurleys. You can't hit what you can't catch. You have a feeling this could go on for a while. Anyway, as far as you're concerned, they're both morons. The Diamond Sharks are hands down the best team in the speedball league. That's amazing. That's awesome. That's not at all what I thought was going down there, but, you know, shame on me. Absolute shit. Whoa. Forgot that I could do that. Businessman, sorry, don't have the time to talk. Time is money to a guy like me. What are you doing there? You on your tablet? Doing business stuff? Man, I love the lighting for this engine so much. Hey. This customer is suffering from severe indecision over which tasty morsel to purchase. Judging by his emaciated appearance, you wonder if he should just buy everything on offer. Huh. It all does look delicious. I like your checkered backpack, my dude. Checkered shirt, actually. Checkered shirt. Looks like we have some stairs we can go up, but we can't go into the door, but that's fine. Can I speaketh to youth? A stall full of knockoff high-end gadgets at low, low prices, complete with subtly misspelled big brand names, guarantees not included. I'm here for it. Can I speak to you individually? Yes, step on up, don't be shy. I have the latest must-have gadgets at discount prices. Stock's limited, so grab them while you can. Welcome, good sir. You look like a man of taste. Could I interest you in one of these hot new Sam personal data pads? All the rage and very hard to come by. All yours for a mere 500 credits. I'm intrigued. Tell me more about these personal data pads. Oh man, what doesn't it do? Cutting edge 1-to-1 long-distance verbal communication anywhere, anytime. Send notes, memos, messages, jokes, whatever takes your fancy, complete with saved history. Organizes your busy personal and business schedules, so you never miss an appointment or waste your valuable time. So it's a phone, text messenger, and calendar for 500 credits. Well, yeah, with that attitude it is. You're paying for the prestige and status of being seen with one of these top-of-the-line, hard-to-obtain babies. All the rich and famous have one, and all the wannabes want one. This is an opportunity of a lifetime, the deal of the century. For just 500 credits? Hey, wait, come back! I love that, but it's inspired me to go talk to this other vendor, who's doubtless going to complain about his customer. The food stall vendor is impatiently waiting for his one and only customer to make a purchase. Man, there's no reason to be impatient about your customer unless they visit every day asking if you have grapes. The tall, rather menacing man with an oddly bulky long coat and 1,000-yard stare doesn't even register your existence. Interesting. Boxes containing who knows what. Mechanical parts, fashionable clothing, stationery, drugs, plutonium. Probably not valuable enough for the owner to worry about, leaving them unattended by the roadside. You might be right. Whoa. I got a crowbar, apparently. A sleek GTX 6000 police hover patrol car, fully armored chassis. High-powered ion drive engine and tinted canopy all help protect the brave officers from that most villainous of scum, the general population. The Gen Pop are nothing to sneeze at, sir. Police Officer 4688, open the door, Lebowski. I know you're in there. Don't make me bust it down or you'll regret it. Move along, citizen. Tell me what to do? I'm looking for a briefcase, I think. Is there anything else I could do here? Can I look in the garbage? Yes. Being the good citizen you are, you throw the empty Nutribar wrappers from your pockets into the rubbish bin. Thank you. I'm glad that I could be the citizen that I always wanted in this citizen simulator. I guess we'll now see about going to the next map. Ooh. I don't know that there is a next map. Alright, so we'll explore just a little bit more, and if there is anything else, we'll experiencing it, and if not, we won't. So there's two options here. Either we will experience what there is left to offer, or we will completely miss it. Ah, the gate is rusted shut. You'd need a tool to pry it open. I see it. I see the briefcase. I have a crowbar. With the crowbar, you manage to pry open the rusty gate. Nice. Those police are busy doing some other stuff. A blue sports bag. This must be Skinny Pin's stash. Job done. Nice, 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 nice. Good job, JamaicanDave, on that. The music was on point, too. The music was on point. All right. So that's our first one. That's our first one, available on itch.io if you want to get a closer look at that. Cyber Streets. The second one by the same creator, same itch page, Brigands Abound. And I have no idea what I'm getting into now, but I love the ambiance of that first one. Ah, sword and sorcery. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Look at this dingy dungeon. My sword and shield, a wooden door ready to kick down. Thank you. A torch. My true love. My true love. Olaf Half-Hand and his ragtag band of thieves and murderers have been burning and pillaging the outskirts of Clearwater Village for weeks. The brigands are a careless bunch, and it's no secret they're holed up in the ruins of an old castle nearby. A reward is offered to anyone who can clear them out. As a brave and foolhardy adventurer, you can't resist the challenge and boldly venture forth to give the villains a taste of cold, hard steel. Cold, hard voxel steel. Decaying chests and kegs left behind when the castle was abandoned. Whatever was inside has long since been taken or perished. Oh, you! What are you doing down here? The boss said nothing about any visitors. Get him! Oh, nope, you're not gonna get me. Or, I mean, you are, but only a little bit. It is I who will get you. Actually, a bowl of foul pottage and stale bread sit on the table. You don't like the look of either. You know what, I might be hungrier than you think. An old musty cupboard that must have been here when the castle above was still occupied. Contains nothing but poor rags a desperate person might call clothes. Are you shaming? Man, I am a judgmental adventurer. A weapon rack holding spears and polearms from the rotting wooden shafts and rusty metal heads you suspect they've been here since the castle was abandoned years ago. Once again, picky. These sacks appear to contain a mixture of herbs, flowers, and weeds. Oh, they're not rotting, though. Shelves laden with wooden bowls, a basket of nuts. Some stale bread and moldy cheese. You manage to collect enough edible-looking food to make a meal. Gain 1 provisions. Nice. I don't need to use that now. Sacks of moldy-looking fruit and vegetables, there it is. Certainly pillaged by the brigands and now going to waste. Shelves and baskets stacked with cheap wooden boards, tankards, and utensils for eating and drinking. I happen to love this level of detail in the descriptions for everything, by the way. Thank you for that. Pile of chests and boxes containing mundane items looted from peasant houses by the brigands. What about in the barrels? Do we have any alcohol in the barrels? Wooden barrels containing various craftsman tools and materials, probably stolen by the brigands and stashed here for safekeeping. That's too bad. I was hoping for mead. Looks like we have a couple of doors to leave out of now. I guess we'll keep our hands to the left wall and go. Oh, hi. We want to make sure we take care of you quickly. We're not here for games. I mean, that's exactly why we're here, but still, you think this is a game? It is, but still, a chest holding rusty chains and manacles. A bottle of wine so sour it could be vinegar, and some cups sit on the table. How do you know? Did you test it? Good man. I would have as well. A dusty, fragmenting book sits on the table. You can't read, but hazard a guess it was a logbook for recording prisoner details. There's a lot of entries. You know, I'm getting a closer look at it, and I think it's probably the novelization of episodes of Fraggle Rock. Decaying chests and kegs left behind when the castle was abandoned. Whatever was inside has long since been taken or perished. Water. The door is locked. You'll need a key to open it. What about this door? Both locked, eh? This is way more than I bargained for. I did not expect an entire 2-adventure set here. This is already, and I'm not shaming any other project here, this is already like so much more complete than other rpginabox projects I've looked at, other whips. It's just a game. It's awesome. I hit the jackpot. Iraq, an evil device used for torture. Despite its age, the sturdy construction suggests it's still functional and looks to have been well used. I disagree. I think that it's a valuable chiropractic device. Are those arms? Oh god. He won't examine that stuff. He won't examine the crack in the wall either. Oh, that's brutal. Brutal. Various wicked-looking implements are set out neatly on the table. This person might have also been a dentist. The chest contains rusty pincers, old rags, a handful of silver coins, and a rusty key that is probably for the jail cells. Gain jail key and 6 silver coins. Alright. Lock disengages. Oh. It's a bucket. I'm not interested in what's in the bucket. Merchant, get away from me, you villain. It's bad enough you've... Hold on a second. You don't look like one of those ruffians who've been holding me here for the Lord knows how long. Who are you? Are you here to rescue me? First things first. I'm the one with the sword, and I'll be asking the questions. Who the hell are you, and why are you locked in this cell? Of course, where are my manners? The name's Jacques. I'm a traveling merchant. Well, it was until that rabble ambushed my caravan, killed my men, stole my goods, and dragged me off to this godforsaken hellhole. You're lucky they didn't kill you, too. Brigands aren't known for asking questions first before putting someone to the sword. I screamed I was a fabulously wealthy merchant and a king's ransom would be paid for my safe return. It was enough to stop them killing me on the spot. Or perhaps they just wanted a plaything to torment back at the hideout when they got bored. Ugh, please don't put such thoughts in my head. I fear you might not be far from the truth. No one's even asked me who a ransom should be demanded from. Listen, between you and me, I don't think they're really camped here to raid the surroundings. They're an indiscreet bunch, and I overheard a couple of them saying the boss only allows the pillaging, so they don't get bored and fight amongst themselves. I got the impression they were searching for something here in the hideout. Listen, we've talked long enough. If the way's clear, I'm going to make a run for it. Should you make it out of here alive, come find me in Clearwater Village. I may not be fabulously wealthy, but can certainly put together some reward for saving my skin. That's awesome. That is 1000% awesome. He's heading out. He's getting out of here. We've got precedent for future adventures. Masterfully done. Masterfully set up. I'm going to go through the right-hand door now before I go through the center. Are you going to get me with your little hammer? Is that what you're going to do? You're going to get me? We'll take care of you first. Then we'll take care of you next. Anything in the bed? A crude bed made of lashed together logs covered in old straw and infested with lice. That's fair. That's fair. It looks comfortable, though. It looks charming. These guys are just living in destitution. It's not necessarily shameful. There's nothing but burnt-out torches and an empty tinderbox on the shelves. There's a rusty dagger, worthless base metal coins, and a small box on the table. Inside the box is a heavy iron key that appears to be for the cellar doors. Gain cellar key. These shelves hold several bottles of sour-looking wine and rot-gut moonshine strong enough to strip the lining from a man's stomach. The flavor text is so great. Several small chests containing bundles of filthy-looking brigands' clothing. Can I just say, JamaicanDave, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Shelves laden with wooden bowls. I got a provisions. Old musty cupboard. That's it. I got cell key, but I don't think there was another door to go through in here, right? It was just a spare key from this room in case I wanted to. Did I get this chest already? This desk. Buried at the bottom of the chest, wrapped in a dirty cloth, you find a small box of jewelry. Most is roughly made from wood or bone, obviously homemade peasant tokens and keepsakes, but there's also 2 small silver rings worth taking. Got me some silver. Got me some silver. Alright. That's fine. We'll head to the center door now. The door is locked. You try the cellar key. Yes, I'm expecting to be ambushed from front and behind. Several chests and kegs containing an assortment of oddments likely stolen from passing peddlers. Whoa. Ah, there you are. You guys can't attack me more than one at a time. You've got to let me play by Steven Seagal rules. Barrels filled with ale, there they are. Or Jean-Claude Van Damme, I'm sorry. And before we go in there, let's finish exploring this hallway. One of them is slowly leaking. We have doors everywhere. We have hallways. An old chest with several shovels and picks. Decaying chests, nothing that way. Here's a door I'm gonna check out. Oh my. Hello, hello, hello. What have we got here? A little lost sheep trespassing on my property. Our property, boss. Our property. That's what I said, our property. Or perhaps I'm mistaken and you're no lost sheep but some wandering vagabond with a rusty knife looking to cause mischief. Looks like a vagabond to me, boss. Shut up! I spent 2 weeks digging around this filthy rat hole and trying to stop these morons murdering each other just for you to swan in and nab my loot. Our loot, boss. Our loot. That's what I said, you clothy dung ape. Our loot. Our loot. I'll get that swine. You want me? You'll have to catch me. And I have to be very careful watching my health. I've got less than half left. Oh, I got him. However, now is the time for the rations. 5 health? Do 2 of those. Very good. Now I feel good. I don't want to explore the contents of that room just yet in case that ends the demo. I still have some other rooms to peek through, so I'm going to go do that real quick. Hey, your boss is dead. There's an old book and a couple of scrolls on the table that look like they're ready to disintegrate if touched. Yeah, this has the makings of a great tabletop RPG already. At the bottom of the chest, carefully wrapped in cloth, you find a well-preserved, richly illustrated book. You can't read its contents, but suspected it would be valuable to the right buyer. Gain illuminated manuscript. And there's ceremonial robes in that one, and a cupboard containing writing materials. What do we have over here? Old, dry, and cracking books and scrolls. You're unable to read, so can't hope to identify what knowledge they may contain. Well, at least we are following the realistic aspect. Shelves filled with brewed potions, draughts, and elixirs. You have no idea what most do and aren't about to test them on yourself. However, you do recognize a potion of healing and a potion of vigor, both of which could come in handy. So we'll gain both of those. Alchemist bench covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. What an awesome bench. You see weighing scales, mixing bowls, and several sealed bottles. It's obviously not been touched for a very long time. Pile of chests. Can't even begin to identify the contents, but they are alchemy related. Decaying chests. We have decaying remnants of alchemical ingredients. Something about an unpleasant mush. Not looking forward to that. And we're just going to run along to the other side of the hallway. Because again, I'm not sure if the demo would end before I got a chance to explore everything. That may not be the case. but I definitely want to make sure I explore as much as possible. Especially since I can really appreciate the writing. Hi, how you doing? You doing good? You look good. Now you don't look so good. A coat of rusty mail hangs from the stand. Like the rest of the armory, it appears to have been here for years, left when the castle was abandoned. Close inspection reveals poorly made butted links. The mail is not worth salvaging. I can't read, but I can identify good equipment. The weapons on the table are much newer than everything else in the armory. They look like brigand weapons, low quality with dull blades and poorly balanced. All arms, and we're not even interested in looking at the coat of arms on the wall. An ancient iron breastplate hangs from the stand. It's severely rusted in places and has no worth. Alright, we've done all we can do. It's time. Time to go see what this treasure is all about. We've at least taken care of the brigands. They will not be murdering and pillaging anymore. That is done. And whatever weird treasure they were looking for down here is now safe, away from the hands, prying eyes of mortals. An ancient tomb that's been smashed open, presumably by brigands looking for treasure. There's nothing inside but yellow bones. Ancient tomb, the engravings are worn and moss gathers in the crevices. Gross. A tomb that's been smashed open, an ancient tomb. So, I can go down that hole, it seems. So I'm going to do that. Against my better judgment. The brigands have broken through the floor tiles to reveal a hole leading down. It descends about 5 meters, and at the bottom you can just make out a flickering torchlight in what appears to be a chamber. A rope is tied to a wooden stake near the lip of the hole and drops down. Let's go down. You give the rope a good tug to make sure it's firmly secure, then with a deep breath, gradually descend into the hole. You're halfway down when an ominous twanging sound, the rope snaps just below the lip of the hole. Ooh. You plummet and land sprawling on the hard stone floor at the bottom. Of course we do. To be continued! That was the end of it? That was great! That was fantastic. That was great, man. Great. Got the foundations of some infinitely expandable dungeon work here. I loved it. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. All right. Hope you enjoyed this playthrough. That is it for Brigands Abound and the cyberpunk. I got a cyberpunk and a medieval fantasy. 2 in 1. Bonus for all. Anyways, yes, out of time for now. Thank you very much for watching. And if you would like to see more projects made with rpginabox, take a look. I've got a playlist full of stuff like this. If you are making something in rpginabox, no matter how small, no matter how much of a work in progress, no matter what the theme of it is, or the level of maturity, or the aesthetic, anything like that, just hit me up, and I would love to showcase it on the channel, show everybody what the engine can do, what you have done, and try to get attention all around. So, thanks again so much for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Until then, bye for now.